That didn't work. Finally, it's done. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay. And we have a very special treat for you tonight, because I'm going to show you my mythic hitting deck. And guys, I'm going to be honest. I took the easy way out, man. I was stuck. Let me tell you, I was frustratingly stuck between Diamond 2 and Diamond 1 for like 4 days. Nothing I threw at the ladder. Mono Black, of course, did a little bit of it, but I said I hit Mono Black last season. I hit it the season before. I want to do something different. I want to hit it with something different. I want to go here. I want to go there. I tried everything, man. And I said, you know what? This control meta, this crazy meta, they're forcing my hand, man. We got to go back to Alchemy. We got to go back to the absolute most broken, busted, just unfair mono red deck that we possibly can do. So, in the interest of showing you how badly I abuse the system, we're going back to my Alchemy quick draw right here. Before we do that, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't, you will be attacked by the like and subscribe. You may or may not know you're going to be attacked by the like and subscribe, but you will be, because if you don't like and subscribe, you'll be attacked by a werewolf. Join us on the stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for a live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there. You could have watched me go mythic in person. Yeah, you could have watched on YouTube if you hit that bell, or on Twitch. Check out our Discord community for the latest news, information, post your decks, post memes, everything else, ask questions. And of course, this deck and all the other decks that I build, all the other broken mono red decks that I throw out there are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So, this is an evolution of my previous Slick Shot deck, the Quick Draw deck. I probably came out a while ago. This is the Alchemy version, which is just even worse. Like, if you can imagine an even worse mono red deck. We're going to start with the Swift Spear. You know that it's 1 red, 1/2 haste prowess. You know it. This is all mono red staples. None of this should be new to you guys. If you know mono red or even mess with mono red a little bit, you should know what this is all about right here. So, haste and prowess, whenever we cast a non-creature spell, it gets +1 to the end of turn. Fantastic stuff. Monstrous Rage. Trample, +3/+1, and trample instantaneously. Part of that +1/+1 is from the monster roll. Gets +1/+1 and trample, and the other one is +2. When you add this to anything that has prowess on it, it's actually going to be a 4. It's actually going to be the grand total. This adds 3/1. With prowess, it's going to add 4/2. The crazy thing about this is when you throw it on Slick Shot is like 5 more damage off the top. So we're front-loading damage so much with Slick Shot with this one. It's just incredibly powerful. As an instant speed, that also is going to trigger prowess and all the other stuff that we have going on. It's stupid. It's crazy. It's probably one of the best red Eldraine cards. Shock. We are playing Alchemy, so Play with Fire is not going to be there. Guys, you got to get used to playing without Play with Fire. Believe it or not, it's going to be rotating out of Standard and everywhere. So you're going to have to go back to using your 2-drop shocks or figure out what your favorite 2-drop damager is coming in. Blazing Crescendo. I think this one is used sometimes. I don't know how popular it is. I love it because it does 2 things that mono red really needs, is give that extra card. So +3 into the end of turn. Again, with prowess, you're going to have a 4/2 damage banger out front. Again, a Slick Shot, you're going to have a 5/1 additional damage on top of everything else you're doing. But the fact that it can feed you an extra card off the top, you can play that card instantaneously. I like having extra mana to play this. I don't like to play it too quickly. Like, if I have 4 or 5 mana down, that means I can immediately throw something else at the opponent or enhance something with. Demonic Ruckus. Again, an amazing Rakdos card right here. Yes, that is Mr. Rakdos himself. What does he have on his bandolier gun belt there? I don't know. Maybe bombs or something? I don't have bullets. He's using, like, big knives. Anyways, 1 red and 1 are commas. I think those are commas. Aura. Enchant creature. When enchanted creature has +1 and +1, menace and trample. Double forms of getting through, double forms of evasion. So even if he can't be blocked by except for one guy, you have to block him with 2, and we're going to trample over. When it dies, meaning that if you kill the creature that has Ruckus on it, you have to draw a card, and you can plot it for 1 red and immediately play it for 1 later. So you can split the 2-drop cost up from turn 1 to turn 2. Fantastic stuff right there. Being in that it is a non-creature spell will also trigger prowess. Felden, Ronom Excavator. I haven't seen him. A lot of people are leaving him behind. Part of the reason I like to put him in here, especially with, the legendary rule, you can only have one of them out on the board at any one time. I don't care. I'll put multiple of him down. I want people to kill him and block him. Because, again, the main lifeblood of Mono Red is going to be, can they feed you cards off the top? When he can't block, he's a 2/2 haste. Whenever he's dealt damage, exile that many cards, choose one of them until the end of next year and you play that card. So even if we send him to a certain doom, we can play a tricky play here where basically we're swinging in. You're saying you either have to block me and give me a card that I want off the top, or you say, or I'm going to declare no blocks. Guess what? You declared no blocks? Fine, no problem. I'm going to play Blazing Crescendo on him and hit you for 5 now. So no matter what, they're going to give you an advantage here. The fact that he can't block is not necessary. We're playing red. You think we want to block with red? Red players don't even know what blocking is. I don't even think most red players know blocking is a mechanic available for you in the game. It's about swinging. It's about turning cards sideways. This is what we're here for, guys. Lightning Strike. Yes, 3 damage to any target. I love that. 1 red and 1. 3 damage to any target. Universally good. It's like a lightning bolt, except costs a little bit more money. Believe it or not, I have a bunch of Chris Rush lightning bolts from beta, and I don't think they're worth anything, but they're still pretty cool. Anyways, here's Jaya shooting lightning. 3 damage to any target. Great way to trigger prowess on the attack, especially doing directly to face. This guy, I think I've written about this guy before. They said, what if we gave somebody super prowess? What if he had haste, flying, and also you could cast him for free? What if we just made the ultimate red card right here? 1 red and 1, plot 1 red and 1. Basically, you can pay his cost and then immediately pay him for free any other turn, the turn you play him at that cost. So what you want to do is you want to load him up, make sure your hand is full of attack cards and burn so you can get that +2, that super prowess he gets. See, I love that they did with that with red, because they're like, man, what's the point of prowess? It gives you +1/+1. Nobody cares about that toughness. We're playing red here. Again, we want to do damage. So what if we just doubled the damage on the front end of super prowess? So non-creature spells trigger him, flying and haste. That's what you want to do when you have like 4 mana. You play Slick Shot, you play your Demonic Ruckus for free, you play your Shock, you play your Blazing Crescendo, and you play your Monstrous Rage. And we're doing like 15 points of damage or something like that. We're doing some ridiculous, utterly busted points of damage on that attack right there. Yeah, I mean, listen, guys, I didn't say this deck was fair. I said it got me to Mythic. You want the job done. You want the job done fast, or you want it done with artfulness. Listen, I needed to get it done. I needed to finish this, man. I needed to hit the M and get out of here so I could start playing some janky decks without having to worry about going back to Diamond 4 because the shuffler or the matchmaker sent me 50 control decks in a row. We needed to get this done. 3 Ren's Resolve. Yes, cards off the top is going to be critical. I think I've said this a couple times. The lifeblood of Mono Red is going to be feeding yourself cards. I have said a couple of times that the best way to defeat Mono Red is to gas them out. Basically make them run out of cards, run out of options. Ren Resolve, you exile the top 2 until you may play those turn. Love to see it. Again, it will feed you those cards to feed you into prowess. It'll feed you the burns you need, and it will trigger because it is a sorcery. We're throwing 2 Fiery Inscriptions in there. I don't like to rely too much on Fiery Inscription. I've seen people rely too much on it and think it's going to completely save them if they throw enough stuff in there. I do like to throw a little bit in. This is the only one that's Alchemy. If you want the standard version, I'm going to post the standard version as well. You don't need this card. Everything else is Alchemy legal. I put this in there as a force multiplier. 1 red and 2. Fire Inscription enters the battlefield. The ring tempts you. You may cast an instant or sorcery spell. Fire Inscription deals 2 damage to each target. So when you're prowessing, when you're throwing off your Slick Shot super prowess and you're playing 3 or 4 cards in a row, you're throwing 2 damage with each of those damages. So if you play like Shock and then Lightning Bolt and then Blazing Crescendo, then all of a sudden they've taken 6 damage on top of all the damage they took from the spells, on top of getting hit with Slick Shot going in. They can't block Slick Shot because it's flying and Menace and Trample, so even the damage is going over. It just cascades into a huge... I mean, we're talking about turn 3, turn 4 wins right here. You're going to see those games. It's just... It's overwhelming. It's just an absolute red fist to the face. Godric. Godric is actually really, really good. The fact that he's a dragon is frankly inconsequential. 2 red and 1 3/3 haste. A 3/3 haste for 3 is decent, but he has the celebration ability. As long as 2 or more non-land permanents enter the battlefield under your control, he is a 4/4 with a dragon with a base power 4 and 4, and he gets the pump. How do we make sure we get 2 permanents down? Well, guess what? We actually have Demonic Ruckus, which is a permanent. It's an aura. And not only that, we have what's the other one? Monstrous Rage. Don't forget that the token, the Monster Roll token, is also an enchantment. That's a permanent as well. So we have a bunch of different ways to add permanents, or just cheap stuff like Monastery Swift Spear when putting another Felden down, or something like that, or casting Slick Shot for free. So you could even do something like, if you put down Godric, then cast Slick Shot for free, boom, you can swing in for a big 5 on turn 3 if you've set yourself up correctly. So he does very, very well setting up correctly. Again, evasion is the big thing here. A lot of our stuff is going to have trample, menace, flying, whatever. It's going to make sure that we hit. We want that damage downrange as fast as possible, so that even if we get them within low life, we can use Fiery Inscription, Shock, and Lightning Bolt to finish them off the top end right there. Nahiri's Warcrafting a 1-off to hit those 5 bangers. If you want to get rid of the Sheldred or something like that, that is perfectly fine. Yeah, so I would say that one too. 21 mountains, 1 Mishra's Foundry. We take a look right here. 15 creatures, not that many. Artificers, birds, humans, monks, nobles, wizards. 14 instants, 4 sorceries, 6 enchantments, 22 lands. It is Alchemy legal. Again, the standard version is also going to be available. I'll show you my standard version in the description. So don't freak out about the standard version not being there. You could basically just add more burn cards or anything else that throws damage down for your pleasure. A great way to make this standard legal is going to be putting that what is that? It's going to be called, it's a 3-drop. Oh, the name of it went right out of my head. Is going to be the not taken for a ride. Is going to be Urbrisc's Forge. That's a great way. Do Urbrisc Forge too, because that will trigger off Godric's. It's also just a great build boost and put that extra damage down. If you don't want to do the Fiery Inscription, Urbrisc's Forge, is your way to go right there for your standard or your Alchemy version. I went in Alchemy because standard still has Farewell and Wandering Emperor, and I don't want to play against those cards. So that's what we're looking right like there. Sideways version right there. This is what it's going to be. Again, Urbrisc's Forge or Fire Inscription, either one, depending if you want to do standard or Alchemy. I don't care. But yeah, this is the one that got me past M. It actually won a couple of games in M2. That's what we're looking like. So again, swap them out as you want. Brotherhood Spite's a nice sweeper in case you're getting aggroed out. Volcanic Sprite is not bad either. I actually do like Cutting Coyote and Mirren Bane Splitter if you want to do that as well. That's a nice flash one right there to add extra damage. I feel like there's better options, but Mirren Bane Splitter is always a good option when you want to do that. So that's what we're looking at right there, guys. It's not complicated, okay? I've said before multiple times, mono red aggro is not a complicated way to get to Mythic, okay? If you want to get there, you just want to do it, you don't want to worry about it, throw damage. It goes fast. As soon as you start getting controlled out, or as soon as like by turn 3 you realize you don't have any of the cards, quit and move to the next game. You will get to Mythic really quickly doing this, which is what I did because I got tired of messing around with them, man. Judge me, blame me all you want. I accept your scorn for playing mono red to get to Mythic, but holy heck, this season was unpleasant It was an unpleasant season to be playing this stuff. And I just needed it. Listen, I was like literally stuck at Diamond 1 flat for like 4 days maybe. And I'm like, I'm done. I need something to break the tie. Here we go into it, guys. Let's do that climb. I hope you have a good time doing it too. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Yeah, I mean, George, I know I'll get there. I'm tired of wasting time. I'm tired of wasting 3 hours every day to lose one, gain one, lose one, gain one, lose one, gain one. It's just infuriating. It just to go back and forth forever. I just want to hit a run, get it, and be done with it. I don't want to think about it anymore. That's kind of the idea. It's just frustrating, you know. So let's do Roanfell. I don't want to have to worry about this, that if I run a bad deck, I'm going to go back to Diamond 2 like I've done 3 times. I just want to be done. I just want to be done and not worry about it. Okay, we hear he's Warcrafting. You can't be on the board, sorry. Foretell you. Oof. I don't care if I go to fucking 80%, 50%, you know. Oh, he gave me a bunch of stuff off the top right there. Whoop. What are you going to give me? Blazing Crescendo? Roanfell. I guess I'll get ready to Blazing Crescendo here. Let's go for it. Activate ability. One bango. Alright, what did we lose here? We lost our Roanfell. Let's do that. All right. Godric always does work, man. He usually does work. Hilda of the Icy Crown. Never got to make my Hilda deck. The main reason that I didn't get to ever make my Hilda deck is because she fucking sucks. I think she's Commander Chaff, to be honest. Yeah, I tried a couple steps with her. And she just is so slow and clunky. She's no value added, you know. Yeah, I tried with what's his name, Will. I tried a Will tap out freeze deck. Doesn't work. It's too fucking slow. She's a commander, really. The fact that you have to, she's 4 to put down, and then you're gonna need to pay on top of her playing 4 to put down. Then you're gonna need to pay to activate any of her abilities too. It's just such a late game fucking scam that you really can't get anything done with it. Mill. Actually did me a favor there. Oof. Use planeswalkers for free crimes. You must love crimes then. Counterspell me, man. Oh no, he didn't. Okay, that's gonna be bad for him. Next. I mean, he's a 3/3 that turns into a 4/4 flying. His dragon affinity is kind of the last thing that's interesting about him. He's going to return that because it's kicked. So if we do slick, 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 slick. Four. Crimes. He's got 5. I've got 5 in hand, so whatever he plays here is gonna be a whole other fucking thing. Yep. That's how it shakes up. Alright. Would it be funny if Slickshot had a Dragon's Head? I'm surprised they didn't. I do appreciate that the dragons in Thunder Junction are whatchamacallit? They're scorpions, which is funny. Still want to see a Sheldred Lorn of the Third Path Crimes deck. Speaking of crimes, you made a black deck really related. Thank you, man. I'm glad you like them. He goes first. Delighted Halfling, please be it. No, it's not. We have to kill that Delighted Halfling next turn. Otherwise, we're dead. Oh, good. Okay, we can do this then. Oh, I'm sorry. They have to stay dead. I'm sorry about that. I'm aware of what that does. They have to stay dead. They're not allowed to come back. Yeah. There's Ratadrabic. Great. Oof. Okay. Rogue. Ruby. Land. Let's do Ruin Excavator. Hit. And turn. What's up playing? This is Alchemy Legends. Grenzo. Play it for free. What is it? It's like show off. Very nice. Gonna go in with everybody. Boom, boom, boom. Very nice. So we will play a slick show off ourselves. We will play a Demonic Ruckus. And then all of that. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Do that. Do that. Finish him off. Wabango. It's Alchemy Legends where you can get a lot of crazy interactions. You can farm a lot of insane interactions. Oof. You can get infinite loops with it. You can do a lot. You can do a lot, really. Doop doo doo. Doop doo doo. I'm in the Alchemy queue. Yeah, I'm playing Alchemy. I'm in the Alchemy queue. I only have one Alchemy card in the deck, but I am there, kind of. I have Fire Inscription in the deck. That's it. Let's foretell that. Plot it, slot it, and glot it. Mandible Justice. Put you down. Block it. I'd love you to block it. Oof. Hey. And turn. I hope he spends that because I really want to get down Fiery. He's gonna ossify it. Not bad. Spend on Fiery. Oof. Next. And turn. He's gonna gain a little bit of life here, but we'll see. Seal from Existence. Not a bad one. Not a bad one to throw down. Oof. Land. Here he's Warcrafting. You may play the exile card this turn. It's a land. Put him down. Is this a full exile? Some enchanted exile? Probably. What is he? What's he about? Whenever Galma the Shaper attacks, create a Tempered Steel into your hand, create a colorless mirror. Yeah, he's exiling like crazy. Who's he gonna go for? Take the Swift Spear, man. Oh, he didn't give me the mana. Slick Shot, show off. Alright, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. This. Double block me, man. It's gonna be great. Hit down to 1. I get to draw 2 cards in case he runs a wipe here. Or any kind of exile. He has to exile that too, and all I need to do is hit him for 1 life. He gets a Sharpened Steel Mirror. Boom, boom. Yeah, no witnesses. I get to draw 2 cards. Godric. There you go. All right, guys. Wall of Fire. The final Wall of Fire. Forever. Well, until 2 weeks. Wouldn't be mad if the guy just scoops, honestly. Wouldn't be mad if the guy just scoops. World Peace. Meta World Peace. Actually good opener. What if I went in heavy? Is Esper super strong in Alchemy? Casual 14 damage. Yeah, that's the turn 2 14 damage right there. That's what you want to see. Dude's stunned. He doesn't even know what happened. This is his first game in Alchemy. He had no idea what's going on. Dude's absolutely back on his feet. He rolled on the ball as it heals on that one. If he kills him, I get to draw a card, which is good. Because then I'll draw 2 cards. Hopefully they won't be mana. Yeah, that's good. Oh no, that didn't work. That didn't work. Finally, it's done. It's done. It's finally fucking done. I'm tired of dicking around with it. I told you. I'm tired of dicking around with it. I've said a million times, I know how to get to Alchemy. It's not complicated. You just spam mono red over and over and over and over and over again. It's not a complicated mission, man. All you need to do is just spam mono red. You just need to spam mono red to victory. That's it. It's not any crazier than that. It's just play mono red till you hit the M. That's all. Yeah, we'll do a victory lap here. Did you see also with mono red to play so fast? All you need to do is as soon as you find yourself in a control game and you're getting locked out and you lost all your shit by turn 3, just fucking leave, man. Just go. Just go somewhere else, man. It's not necessary. You can just go. You can just take your cards and leave. Really. They don't tell you that. That's what they won't tell you, is that you can just get up and John Rambo, I actually think I know who that is. Boom. It's really that easy. I mean, if you want to get to Mythic as fast as possible, I always said spam top tier mono red, you're fine. You're good. You're in like Flynn. He's probably going to kill him, which isn't great, but oh, he went that route. Okay. Well, not the smartest move. Okay, 9. Knowing when to scoop is a skill every mono, but when you run out of gas, and I've said multiple times, the best way to kill mono red is to gas them out. You have to play a bunch of kills or counters, or just hit them to the point where they can't run anything else. Land 6. Boom. All right. So unless he gains life right here, Lightning Strike is gonna kill him. We're gonna have to see. Black Sun's Twilight. I get to draw a card. Wang. We got a Wang. Jang. Jang-a-lang, and it don't know how. Wham. Bam. Jang-a-lang, and you don't know how. And Eldrazi, are Eldrazi good? Actually, they're evil creatures. that stick around, you never know what's going to happen. Yeah, you actually have to really, I mean, to quote Kenny Rogers, you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. If they have 15 cards in their hand and they're playing Azorius Control, you're going to lose the game. Unless you're also playing Esper or Azorius Control. And then you might win the game. Eldrazi are very powerful and complicated. They're colorless. And there's not very many of them on Arena. You would have to play them in Historic or Timeless or something like that. If you want to play them in paper, I think they're more popular in paper. I think they're piquantly popular in paper play. Post Prandial, no. As is in Eldrazi, yes, in paper. In Arena, probably not. I don't think there's enough of them. Maybe with Modern Horizons 4, there's going to be enough, but it's going to be expensive. That is going to be an expensive deck that you're running right there. So, yeah. I don't know why you'd want to play them. I think like the point of playing Magic is to play, colors. So I've never really found the appeal. But yeah, you're more than welcome to. But yes, they're going to be expensive. There are plenty of Eldrazi decks, especially with Modern Horizon coming out, that yeah, they're going to be viable. Sure. We'll draw. All right, we're going to do that. Let's do Rend Resolve here. Root. All right, we're going to wait. We got a wham, bam, dang-a-lang, and it don't know how. Phyrexian Arena. Is he gonna go for it? Hit. My turn. Draw. Fire Inscription. Alright, well, if he doesn't kill me right now, I'll win. Sucked that I couldn't get that extra Monstrous Rage out, but, anybody have a deck with Rafine's Tower in it that they can challenge me real quick? I want to take a screenshot. I have a funny meme to make. Trex, I know you have a Rafine's Tower handy. I like the Eldrazi, but what is wrong with being colorless? Well, you may see here that these things are a bunch of different colors, which is pretty cool when you think about it. I literally need it for 1 second. I need you to have a Rafine's Tower in your opening hand. Well, didn't get him this time, folks. Close. Oof. Oof. You can swing in, so that's a concede right there. Modern Horizons 3 comes out. When does Modern Horizons 3? It's Modern Horizons 3. Come out to use the new Eldrazi on Arena. I have no idea. I don't really play that, so you're better off asking Google. Let's take a look here. On Horizons 3 Arena. Is it come out on Arena? Modern Horizons 3 release date, Arena. Modern Horizons 3 in the MTG Arena on June 11th. Dude, I don't know why you're going in on Eldrazi so hard. They kind of fucking suck. Okay, I don't like them. You're asking for the wrong guy. I don't play Eldrazi, and I probably never will. They're boring. I don't know. They always pull off some really weird, tricky shit. They're colorless. They're kind of like artifacts that are creatures. I don't know. They're just not my thing. I'm never going to play Modern Horizons 3. It's just never going to happen. I don't care. I don't play Modern, and I don't play Paper Modern. I certainly don't play Paper Modern. I don't play Modern on Arena. It is going to cost you an arm and a leg. Let me tell you that. It is going to cost you an insane amount of money to build a fully functional Eldrazi deck. You're going to be buying packs and wild cards like you've never fucking believed to get a fully functional Eldrazi. It's still going to be cheaper than Paper, which will probably cost $600. But usually what you're going to end up spending is you're going to be spending probably about $100 on packs and shit to make a fully viable Eldrazi deck in Arena. It is not going to be cheap at all. If you're okay with that, go for it. To me, it's not worth it at all. It's absolutely not worth even remotely that price or effort to put in. Eldrazi, generally, they usually, like Stignock just said, they're usually finishers in a control deck. Yeah. They're usually finishers in a big control deck. So you basically control the game, ramp mana, and then play something enormous that's indestructible, unstoppable, and causes the opponent to mill half their deck or something like that. So that's kind of the idea with Eldrazi. They're big finishes. They're usually big cards. There's some that are, mid-range cards, but for the most part, I don't really play that style, and it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. So if you really want that kind of Annihilation style of deck, they have some specific mechanics to them, like Annihilation, which like destroy cards or cause people to mill or stuff like that. There's stuff there. I personally, like I said, I don't personally care for them, but yeah, they're still good though. I mean, they're effective. There's Eldrazi's that get played in tournaments and stuff like that. So they're not useless. They are an effective way of dealing a lot of damage and doing a lot of things. Mono red is pretty broken. Right now, we're experiencing a power creep in Arena. So coming up is is going to be something called Zendikar was the first setting, so I play Eldrazi. Yeah, I just don't really like them as a concept. I think they're kind of, I guess the whole point is they're antithesis to Magic, but my thing is like they're antithesis in a bad way. So, going in, bango, any color, pay 1 mana of any color. Other caves you control. He's Skoon caving, boys. I like the Zendikar for the Zendikar had decent zombies. It also had pretty good. Oh, he's doing a goblin every color here. Okay, so let's do Slipshot, Demonic Ruckus. Resolve. Kozilek's the Butcher. Yeah, he's pretty wild. I like probably Emrakul the most, especially with the little bit they did at the end. I guess she's back, but I guess she's evil again. I was hoping she was going to turn good. or not good, but at least neutral, because the ending of her story in Innistrad was like, I don't understand why everyone's fighting me. You should be enjoying this, and I don't get it. I'm gonna leave until people are ready to receive my gifts. So like, it was like she attacked and was turning everything into a crazy monster, but she was like, whoops, I didn't mean to do this so much. I know about their lore. Oh yeah, there's 3 of them, and they're from the Blind Eternities. They're basically the you know, Kozilek the Butcher, the other guy, the one that turns everything into business, Bismuth Squares, and Emrakul. I know a lot about their lore. I don't like their lore. It's not interesting to me personally. I think they're compelling villains, but I don't really want to engage with them. I think it was best done on the Zendikar block. I was kind of snooze fest to me. Well, I shouldn't say I don't like their lore. It doesn't engage me that much. I really liked Emrakul. The other ones, because Emrakul, they really leaned into the yeah, Ulamog. That's right, Ulamog, the Great Ruin. Yeah. And Emrakul did the body horror and the Lovecraftian body horror in the you know, she made monsters worse, which was kind of fun. So overall, I think that was a good choice. But yeah, that one was fun. But they don't appeal to me on a deeper level than that. They're decent villains, but you know. All right, guys, we're gonna leave it right there for tonight. And we finally did it. I was tired of dicking around. I said, we got to do it, guys. We just got to fucking bite the bullet and get it done. So we did it. We did the thing. Tired of doing the thing. We'll get it done. I've been Jay Villain, and you've been great. Bye-bye.